it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have?
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got it? 54, right there. 54, Mike. Time to go, night. Go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check the backer.
After the sack on first down, Allen, and that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, lock it.
McCaffrey on the counter. Busts through the tackle. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Break.
Check, 48's the mic.
Go.
Check curls. Mike,
Go.
Mike 48. I'm coming.
Hard.
I'm coming. Showing it.
Ready, go. Snap.
Allen gonna throw. And the throw there gonna be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Switch. Check 3.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vernon Butler. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Prescott, defensive end, gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Elliott looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Prescott. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go, kill. Mike's 54.
Prescott from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Maher is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a
Allen now looks to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 54. You go night-night. Some go night-night.
Look at me. Score.
Shoot.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Go! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. What go?
And again, it's Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It's the former Tar Heel back here in Carolina, Robert Quinn. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check safety.
Hey, Alpha. Ready.
A final shot before half for Allen. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
First down, Dallas.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing.
Kill.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. 19 yards there on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 yards there and a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Prescott yet again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. To the air again, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man. It's right. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now a dump off here complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air, Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jarius Wright there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially again.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 78 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
Allen to throw once more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Prescott to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Right there.
Wait, that fly 20.
54 Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a three-yard gain there.
Anthony Brown on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike, 54. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Check it.
Mike, 5-4. Mike, 5-4. Mike, 5.
Hey, echo.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Ozzy.
Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Come, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
51, Mike 51. 51.
Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On third down, Elliott. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down. Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Marr now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd and 9, Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
First down, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Elliott running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On on second down now. It's Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Jamie Collins makes the tackle. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 58 to Mike. We're going to 54. Right here. Switch it, hey.
You ain't doing nothing with that.
That's it. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Prescott now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Yeah, Brady's throw there incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Wait, 20. Right there, 54 Mike. Your track.
To throw again. Brady trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And they work this out past the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one out to the 35. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Oh, what a catch by Edelman. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. Caught by Sanu. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brady gives to Michelle. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
To throw is Brady. He's got Sanu. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mohamed Sanu, 39 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Folk, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
58, right over there, yeah. 58, come on. Go to 54, line. Here I come again.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Elliott.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Kyle Van Noy. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, and the pressure gets to him again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And some room to work. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's track. Hey, 66. 5. 50.
Here's Brady to throw. And that'll be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup in the final minute, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Back to throw, Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary.